For me, I don't know. Looking back now, I'd probably say like, damn, maybe it was me. But then I was young, so it didn't really matter to me. Like,
I don't know, because I was like, I think for me, it's more of, it'd cross my mind. Like, it'd be like, well, is it me? But I'm like, no, it ain't me.
yeah, because your confidence is big. Like, bro, like, whatever. It is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've been, previous relationships, they always talk about that being a highlight. So I know what I bring to the table.
She
but
knows what she brings to the table.
But it also, depending on how far along we are in the relationship, you may get a different side. You may just get enough to be like, oh. But if I'm really into you or whatever the case is, then you're going to get the full experience.
The full experience. And we did talk about that last week, that you don't give everybody the full experience.
No, you don't give everybody the full experience. You give them just a snippet to keep them on the hook. As the men would say, you give her just enough to get her, and then
to keep reeling her back in.
Yeah, just enough.
Mr. Engineer, I can't see. I don't know if my guests are online. I can't see my comment section. The TV's on. We just can't see anything.
Yeah, it just doesn't say.
Yeah.
You can't see the people's comments.
Yeah, you got to turn it back. Yeah, you're good now. All right. So, let's go back to the topic of being friends with the opposite sex, because I know we had a lot of I don't do all of that. I don't think my husband or my girl should have this and that, blah 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 blah.
Like I said before, and I stand on it 10 toes down, that if you coming into a relationship with a best friend that's a female, or a best friend that's a guy, you understand, and y'all been friends for years, and I'm just coming into it, as long as boundaries aren't crossed, I don't have no problem with it. I can't tell you, stop talking to Michelle because, I'm in the picture now. Or you can't tell me stop talking to Andy because, he's in the picture now. You understand what I'm saying? I don't, y'all already formed a relationship, a bond, or whatever the case is, and it's not my place to, say, no, you can't hang out with that person anymore. I don't want you talking to that person anymore, because it also goes with, if you trust your partner, if you don't have that trust, then you're already starting wrong. Right. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. Because that means you're insecure. True. With yourself. Okay. Do you understand what I'm saying? I mean, unless he's giving you reasons to doubt, then that's something totally different. But again, like I said, if you're just coming into a relationship and, y'all like if you introduce me and say, hey, this is my husband, XYZ, blah blah blah, or this is my best friend that happens to be a guy, they hang out, everyone is on the same page. Yeah. That's something different. Then he finds out you have a best friend, but he's never met him. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because now you put in stuff in his head, because it's like, okay, well, if this guy is supposed to be your best friend and y'all so close, how come I never met him? That's and vice true. Versa. She's supposed to be your best friend, but I never met this. You say, oh, this is my home girl. I grew up with her from high school, or da 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 da. So how come I've never met her? Right. How come we haven't had a face to face? Right. How come, does she know about me? Because I clearly don't know about her. Then I'm gonna start looking at it like, wait, I know everybody else, but you ain't introduce me your best friend? What she look like?
I think guys would have said the same things too about us, in the sense where like you get to you go to a barbecue and you're like, yo, where your brother? Right. Because you said that's your brother, right? Right. So where you at? Like, all these people that you introduced me to, I ain't seen the one person that you said that's your brother. Exactly. Like, that's who you hang with. If that's who you roll with. He should be in the family, like, for real.
Everybody should know who he is.
Right.
Like, that's just such and such. That's just
right,
such and
because
such.
they grew up together and stuff like that. And, all right, so, cool. So, there was this question that was asked last week in terms of not being intimate with your partner anymore, and what would cause these things to happen.
Like I said last week,
not necessarily means that they're cheating, but what about if there's lacking something? Like, what if you trusted that person, your trust is no longer there? What if you
that's why when you made the statement and said, well, what is the penis and the vagina got to be mad at each other, this, that, and the third?
No, I'm talking about like where you don't want to have sex at all. you're not attracted to the person. What could cause like lack of attraction?
Again, it could. That's a lot. That's a broad statement because.
Okay. So
I feel
give me one or two good things so we can expound on it.
I would have to say like like communication just might be off. Like y'all don't talk as much as you used to.
So y'all roommates.
Yeah, basically it's like now y'all roommates instead of partners.
Gotcha. So I pay the bills, you take care of the kids, or we both work, whatever.
Right,
we'll
but
take care of the kids. But
there's nothing else. It's just like, hey, how you doing? Y'all. Anytime y'all talk, it's really basically maybe. How was your day? Okay, my day was fine. Like the little stuff like that. Yeah. But there's no sitting down. There's no like
interaction, no family stuff.
No family stuff. No kissing. No nothing. It's just.
Or even if you do family stuff, it's just really
it's just really like
for the kids.
Around the kids.
Yeah.
Y'all go. When kids are not there.
Y'all don't speak at all.
He done going out. You done going out. You on the phone. He downstairs. And y'all in the same house. And y'all don't even just sit on the couch and have a conversation. Or y'all don't do stuff like watch a movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you don't pay attention to that person like, hey, you got a new haircut, or wow, you got some new sneaks. I like those, That type of stuff can be, it can go for the smallest little thing for females, and it can also be the same thing for males. Males, of course, us females, we are emotional, but we tend to we want that extra attention, but men want it too.
Right.
They want to feel love. They want to know that, what I'm saying? Like, we want to say, oh, I want him to be love on me, this, that. But guys want that too.
Yeah, a lot of understand that.
The difference is we'll voice it, but they
won't. They won't. Right.
But there's some that they still want. Like,
right. And I think that's going back to knowing your partner.
Right.
Your likes and dislikes. It's my thing is you don't. People always saying, "Oh, you should know people in a certain time." That's not true. You gotta learn that person every single day.
You can know somebody for 25 years and still
not
person.
know them. Yeah, that's true. That is true. And when people get so shocked and so like, oh my God, like I didn't know you could do that. Yeah. He always did, or she always did, but you never saw. You never.
Because you saw them in what you thought what they were
in the light of where
what everybody else was seeing.
Yeah.
To you, this person couldn't do no wrong.
Right.
Everybody else is like, yo, hello, red flag.
Right.
And you just like, no, it's still green.
It's still green.
Yeah. The caution sign is there, but you're going to totally ignore the caution sign and go right over to the, right over to the right or right over to the left.
Okay. So let me ask you, we're going to get nasty now.
Uh-oh.
How do we feel about oral sex?
For me, it's some people say, it's a requirement. For me, it's not so much of a requirement. Like, if
it's not a requirement, but it's a part of it, right?
It's a part of it, but you know what I'm saying? Again, it also goes back to how you feel about that person, because if you're in a relationship wise, then so in
that sense, you're saying that a nigga you find on the street, like not on the street, like you just go out on a date, you're not putting your mouth there.
I'm not
you're not going there. No, so oral it's more for intimate partnership.
For me, it's a more intimate. If I feel like I'm feeling you, whatever the case is, then yes, I'm gonna, again, like I said, that goes back to me saying I'm gonna give you a snippet. I'm not giving you the whole thing.
You're not giving the whole thing.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can't put your mouth on everybody, right? Well, you shouldn't.
You shouldn't. Okay.
But
it's like putting your mouth on a pipe,
right? So for me,
or on
it's
a
like
drink you're sharing with a friend.
I enjoy it when it's done back to me, and when I'm on the receiving end as well as the giver. But
have you ever been with a person who just wasn't like, nah, you only got to do me, I ain't doing you?
At first when it was weird, because I was just like, wait, so you would want pleasure, you want me to do that to you, but you don't want to,
So you consider that selfish? Or you consider that like, because
what I would consider it selfish, because give me a reason, you know what I'm saying? But all right, so I've heard this, not per se for me, but I've heard men say that I work around a lot of men, so I've heard conversations, and one of them is it's a lot of things that happen with
rum chata,
with the inside of a female, right? So a lot of time it's like, oh, it's the inside parts. Your penis is on the outside, so you can see. I don't know what I'm. You know what I'm saying? Like
what?
It's like the stupidness.
That don't make no sense.
They're the same.
Because infection is not all the way inside. It's on the out. It's everywhere.
Exactly. Those are uneducated people would know that. I've seen it being in the medical field for over 10 years. Gotcha. I've seen some stuff that I wish I could unseen on guys. Okay, but for me, it's not a requirement, but I do enjoy it. You do enjoy it, and I don't. You do enjoy giving and receiving. Both. Yeah. I don't mind doing it. Like it's not something I'd be like, oh, have some women just like, yo, I love doing it. Like I love sucking dick. That's just my thing. But I've been with somebody that love eating. That's all he like to do. It'd be times where he don't want to have sex. He just want to eat the box. Okay. Yum. And he's good at doing what he's doing. Okay, so for me, I like doing it. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that, but I do. I enjoy it. Like, is it something that I want to do all the time? Probably not. But yeah, I do like doing it. That's what I'm saying. It for me, it's like what the mood calls for. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's more like how to get you in the mood. Like it's kind of like what type of mood I'm in, because let's all be honest. Like, every time you have sex, it's not like, oh, you gonna start right with that. The oral right. Sometimes it's just you just like a bang bang, real quickie, like a bang bang. Right, exactly. Like you just want to get in there. It's like one of those let's go. You already know what time it is. Yeah, demon time. Right. And then sometimes it's like real nasty. Right, exactly. Then like it's like that's when you want to, do some porn shit you was watching last week. And then he looking at you sideways like, wait a minute, you ain't never done this before. Right, because you got to surprise him. You know what I'm saying? You got to surprise him. You got to keep it interesting. You got to keep it interesting. All right, now let's talk about like where that nasty sex. The sex where you have that like deep ass connection while y'all doing it, then y'all just pass out. No cleaning up. That's the good sex. That's it. No cleaning up. That's no. All right, babe, give me a second. Let me go do this. Nah, everybody just like. Everybody, when it's that type, that's when when both of y'all pass out, that was some bomb ass sex. Yeah. And then like you talk about that shit the next day, you wake up like, motherfucker. Yeah. Like, oh, you wore my ass out last night. I did it. Yo, that's how you do it. But that's not every night. That's not every time. That's it can't be because it shit got to be spontaneous. It's gotta. And I think like for me, it's again, it's that deep connection that you have with that individual and what you feeling at the time, because you guys, we could just be out having a good time and you know what I'm saying, we vibing, we start feeling up each other. You know what I'm saying, like we start feeling that like, oh shit, it's about to be on, it's about to get nasty. It's about to but sometimes it really don't. You be like, I'm about to and then just be knocked, like just dead. But sometimes it be both of y'all. Some people like, you know what? Let's just reschedule this shit for tomorrow. Right. Or wake up in the morning and be like, remember last night? Oh, right. Yeah. But you know how some people say, if their man go out or whatever and they come home and do the tap on the shoulder. We don't know what the tap on the shoulder means. On the shoulder. But like, would you wake up if you gotta be up o'clock in the morning and your man comes home from a party or whatever and it's like 3:30 and he taps you on the shoulder, are you more likely turning around or are you telling him like, yo, if you like my husband, he's not he gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna just he gonna figure it out, or you gonna I say shit, I'm gonna wake the hell up, right? You gotta get it. You gotta get it in. I gotta make sure. So let me ask you a question before I go to work. So are you a morning time, afternoon time, evening time, night time, or it don't matter? It don't freaking matter. Whenever I want it, I want it. That's it. Okay, but what about the other person? Whenever it's vice versa. I mean, shit, if he tell me, hey, babe, yo, chill, like, maybe later. All right, but I'm still going to be on that. You don't seem like the type. I don't? No. Oh, okay. See what I tell you? You got to give him just a little. Just to inch it in there. Just a little bit. But mainly, I would have to say, like, me, I think I'm more mischievous at night for some reason. I feel like I'm more like,
you like to run the gauntlet at night.
Just like,
you freaky stuff at night. Yeah, my mother used to say that shit to me.
At night.
My mother used to say like that. When I go to night time, oh, you know what? I'm not night. What happened at night, mom? Well, everyone just want to have sex. I was like, man, what? Like, are you serious? No, because sex happened in the daytime too. So who was telling her that though?
That's a good question.
Okay, mom. Right. Sure. So sex only happens at night. She used to monitor that hard.
Yeah.
She used to monitor that hard. Karen, what time when I come home? I'm coming home now, mom. Because she thought. But, they always say it's the witching hours, the nighttime.
Yeah, it is. It's something about the nighttime that just brings it out.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you could be in the house and it's, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning and, hey, it's just...
It just hit.
It just hit you. You like, you come walk. He see you walking in your little shorts or something. You trying to cook breakfast, and next thing you know, you are the breakfast. I mean,
okay. I like that.
Like you sitting there like, I'm trying. You said like, I'm trying to,
right.
Run it back to sex in the kitchen, over by the stove.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying,
okay, voice.
Sometimes it happens.
It do be happening. All right. Have you ever been disappointed by your partner sexually? I'm not talking about some fly by night nigga. I'm talking about like somebody you're with. Like, you anticipate it. Y'all are in the moment, but he nuts and.
Oh, that shit annoys the fuck out of me. Me personally.
Because what about me, nigga? Like, what about me?
What I'm gonna do is like, okay, you sleep. I'll give you about 5 minutes, then I'm gonna get your ass right back up. But I want to sleep. You can stay asleep. I don't need you up, but I'm gonna be up. That's it.
The other part needs the host though.
But guess what? Trust me. Once you start,
it's a leech. If the host is dead, he can't do nothing.
No, let me tell you something. That's a lie.
That's a lie.
Let me tell you, okay? You deal with a Jamaican man. That's a lie. You could be sleeping, dead sleep. If the wood get hard and you sit on it, let me tell you something.
I mean, that is true.
They're gonna be like this. They're gonna be
that
moving
is true.
In this sleep, but
my thing is though, for me, if you gonna sleep, me never matter want it. My vex though. Me just want.
I be vexed, but
No, I'm vex, completely vexed, cause I'm like, yo, like nigga, like, what about me?
What about me?
Like you always say, like a man would always say, but what that mouth do? What nigga, what your mouth do?
Right.
Finish me off. Like, don't go to sleep without me. Hey, we're up. Hey guys. Hey.
Okay. We can see you.
Hey, we can see you now. James said it doesn't really matter what part of the day it is. Of course, it does not.
Not at all.
Not at all. He said bomb ass sex is accompanied by a wet, warm towel afterwards. Monica, not all the time. Hold on, man. It can't be all the time.
No.
Sometimes you just knocked out. You're like,
nah, when you get a good workout, trust me, you ain't worrying about no damn towel.
Ain't worried about no damn towel. Unless you're doing the nasty stuff and it just went away. It just started swimming up there, girl. Then we need a warm towel after.
Right.
Okay, because quick jump out for you. Let it get inside of me, honey. Okay. Megan the Stallion said that right there. But, like, so back to the part about being disappointed by your partner sexually. I'm saying, like, to the fact where you're like, yo, dang, like, what about me? Male, I don't know if that happens to males. Maybe it does. Maybe in the sense where you're like, yo, I'm tired. My knee. You can get on top and you get tired. Maybe that don't happen to you. Me.
I don't have those issues.
You don't have that issues. No. Me, my ass be tired.
I ain't gonna lie though. Good knee challenge, man. My daughter had me do that the other day, and she was going, I was going. She had to
she's
stop.
16.
Right. Me. Hold on. She stopped. She stopped, and I kept going. But guess what? When I got back up, I was like, I was talking mad smack. When I got back in that room and closed that door, I was like, ow. Where's the ice cubes? Gotta put some ice cubes on them knees, but I held my hold.
Okay.
And guess what? I'm getting up there. I'm about to hit the
big 4-0.
The big 4-0. So
okay. I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
you know.
I still got them Megan knees.
That's very nice. Me at 200 plus, when I start, my knees start popping. He'd be like, baby, all right? Like, nope. Time to switch. But now since lately, missionary has been my favorite position. I don't know if it's kind of like my
safety net.
Yeah, or maybe it's my I guess a lazy.
Because he got to do all the work. I got you.
No, not necessarily, because I be when you put me up there, I be going back and forth with him. But it's just more. I feel it more intense now. Like I told you earlier, I mean, like last week, that these are like my best times of my life. So I'm pretty much enjoying the stuff.
Yeah, you
I'm
know
enjoying
what?
sex. I'm enjoying life. I'm enjoying a whole bunch of different things more often. Okay, not Tiffany said my man put my ass to sleep. I bet he does. Leaving work just for sex is the best.
I would say that they say women, we reach our sexual peak at 30. So I'm gonna be 100% honest. Like, dealing with the person I was dealing with for so long, I can honestly say, like, once I hit my 30s, I felt like my sex drive just went through the roof. Like, it just went crazy.
Okay.
And like I started experiencing and doing more stuff that I didn't want to or didn't experience in my 20s.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just hit different.
Gotcha. I mean, in my 20s, at 27, I was a mom already. So before that, I wasn't really like, I didn't have a lot of partners. So sexually, I wasn't experienced. So it's like, okay, all right. Do we know how to do these things? And then once I knew how to do those things,
it was the best thing ever.
I was doing them, right?
Right.
I was doing them really well.
When you know, like I said, I was dealing with this person for a really long time, and we had years in. So for some reason, it's like, he was a lot older. He was a lot older than me, about 5, 6 years older than me, and for some reason, like I was always a sexual, had a high sex drive, but I just think it just, once I kid you not, everything started happening at 31. Like, everything. Shit. I started being allergic to stuff. I ain't never been allergic to stuff. I started getting pimples. I'm like, I'm 30. What am I doing with a pimple?
Right.
But I think I can't turn it off.
For me, it's a decline.
Really?
For me, it's a decline. And I feel like more now, while I enjoy sex now and actually like, once I like now do it, I enjoy it, but it's a decline. I don't know if this is, like this Firebirds that's kicking my ass.
Could be.
I don't know. It could be, what I'm saying, something that us as women go through. We gotta, it diminishes our sex drive, right? You don't feel your sexiest.
James says foreplay is the best.
Yes, James. Yes,
100% right.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Not Marsha, you nasty. About riding is the best. Okay, Marsha, we see you over there.
Yeah.
Oh, Tiffany said that's not a lot older. Me and the Hubs are 10 years apart. Oh, I didn't know that. Y'all are cute though. But so yeah, back to what I was saying. I was like, mine's diminished a lot, and then my husband asked me the other day. He was like, "Are you attracted to me?" And I was like, "Very much so. It's not about you. It's about me." And what I'm going through.
But too, like you said, it also too could be your hormones.
Yeah, it's really off balance. And I spent a lot of time going through this process for like probably 5 or 6 months, where it was nonstop, just agonizing. Ugh.
Right.
Yeah. The woman stuff. Agonizingly. So for me, I felt like it was just, it like, turned you off. It turned me off completely. We couldn't do anything, but it turned me off completely because I didn't feel sexy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, like, I don't know. It just depends. But when I'm in it, I'm in it. So I want to make sure that he's satisfied at the end of the day. Because I don't want him to feel like, yo, damn, I just did all the work, but you didn't even do shit.
Right.
Like, don't toot your ass up at me and that's it. Like, all right, babe, you ready? And I'm just like, yeah. Just go ahead. That's lazy.
That's lazy and boring.
Yeah, lazy and boring. But I like missionary. Like I said, it's more love making. It's more like
I do like missionary, but I'm
Miss Freak. It's not about you. It's me. I said I like missionary. Miss, I want to ride on top and bust it open and yeah. Okay. Oh, and occasionally a good back shot is amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
Not yet. Not yet. Like yeah. Okay. Like, what's your other favorites?
I like backwards. You know, the cowgirl backwards.
Oh, you like the reverse cowgirl?
Reverse cowgirl. Yeah. Also,
she's such a freak.
Yeah. If you ever tried it, I'm telling you, you might.
I mean,
your guy might. You know, he might love you even more. But
I mean, I've done it.
Scissor. That's another one on a guy. No, dead serious. You should try it. I'm telling you, it's different.
Who said I haven't?
Oh, excuse me.
Not on a guy, but we're not gonna go there. That's
okay.
my business, okay? Because every now and again you gotta get your licks in. Anyways, so I agree. Lovemaking is great. Lovemaking is amazing.
It is.
All right,
with the right person. Yes, it is.
Okay, so let me ask you a question now. What about kissing?
I love kissing. So not to toot my own horn like you said before, but I've been told that I'm a great kisser and my lips are very soft. So I do like kissing a lot. I feel like, you know, they say you can tell a lot, and when you kiss a person, you can tell everything about that person. Like, you can tell that they're into you because it's in the kiss. Mm-hmm. Ain't that a song? It's in this kiss. Yeah, it's in the kiss, and it's true. If you know, because you can do the mwah, and then when it's that, you know, he grabs you and does that passionate kiss, like, you can tell, like, damn, this guy is, yeah, it's not, you know, like, damn, he really missed me. You know, like, ooh, okay, Zanny.
Zanny.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he damn, like, I gotta, like, okay.
All right. So I know in my house, right?
That's awesome.
In my house, I know, like, my husband does
this. Yes.
Monique, you never late, baby. You still got, you know, like 15, 20 minutes. You good, girl. So I know in my house, like, touching, because my husband's love language is touching. Mm-hmm. My ass gets slapped consistently. That's his favorite thing to do. Or touch my nipple. Or, you know, that's it. Nipples, but not so much kissing. He loves to kiss, though, but not so much. You know, like, we're in the house, so this is kind of like if he passed, just smack it. Yeah, yes, Tiffany, like that. Smack my ass all day. Damn right. Yeah, just like that. So to the point now, when he don't do it,
love to kiss. Okay,
I look at it and I go,
what'd I do? You miss something?
Like you
walk past and didn't smack my ass?
You didn't smack my ass. Like, what's up? And then he goes, oh, see, when I don't do it. His love language is touching. Mine isn't. Mine is words of affirmation. So tell me, agree with me in the things that I want to talk about. You could touch me all day. That's not what, but I know if you don't, it's a problem. So do it.
Complicated. What the hell?
But if you don't do it, it's a problem. So, you know, it's just like,
that's the Gemini side. That's
okay. First of all, you.
I'm just saying, like,
okay. The thing about it is that's his love language. I can't use his. That's not my own personal love language.
So yours is just, you know,
words of affirmation. Yeah.
Okay.
So if I need, so if I say, hey babe, do you want me to he should say, babe, don't tell me I don't know. What do you think? Nigga, I just asked you. Because if I knew, I wouldn't ask you nothing.
You could just be asking him to get his opinion.
Yes, his opinion is my affirmation.
Okay.
There you go. So he's affirming to me, Katie, and hi, baby. She said, yes, the cowgirl. I know you love it. You're nasty. I'm going to put all y'all little nasty girls in a box. But so the thing about it is, like, so, Tiffany said, I'm like a man in a relationship. Physical touch is my number one love language. I love that.
I would have to say for mine is I love kissing. That's like, you know, I that's just something. I'm a very affectionate person. So for me, when I don't get it, it kind of makes me feel a little, you know, like not wanted. Mm-hmm. I would say. So for me, it's, you know, I'm very
so would you say, let me ask you a question. Would you say that goes back to being a child and wanting to be touched?
It could be if you're lacking, then like if you never got that you know, because we do learn how to love and from you know, when we're
from
young.
a maternal or paternal person,
right? So if we did not experience or did not have that, you know what I'm saying, that is something that we long for, and that's something that you know, is a part. It's almost like it's part of who we are. But at the same time, you know, if you never learn how to love somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, properly,
then you don't know.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah, I get it, because I feel like,
but for me, I don't think, you know.
No, not necessarily you. I just always, when I start talking to people, I always see if that's something that you reverted back to because that's what you wanted. And not in every single thing, but in just like in a real heart-to-heart conversation with people always say something to me, and I'm like, I wonder if that's something, because you literally just said you literally just said, if they don't give it back to me, I feel like they don't like me, they don't love me, they don't.
It's even the same, like, you know, I guess when I was younger, I didn't get a lot of like whenever I would do something good, I never got like the high praise or good job and this that. So now as an adult, you know, I'm always looking for that.
Oh God, girl, you touching on another subject. Oh my God, we gotta hit that there on another time, because honey, when I tell you
that, it's just that from that standpoint. So that's why I say I'm more of an affectionate. Yeah. You know, so when I don't get it, then I think it's something wrong with me. Like, why isn't that person?
But it's never nothing wrong with you. I just want you to know that it's not something wrong with you. It's just maybe that person in that moment just aren't tapping into what you need.
Right.
That's it. Right. Because, you know, like we got to figure out how to give grace to people. It's not just about you. You're feeling like, oh, I'm giving.
Yeah, like I'm putting the work there, like, and I'm not getting it back. So for me, it's almost like now because I've gotten a little old, you know, I'm a lot older, so I look at things different. So now it's like, you know, I retreat, like I pull back, because I'm like, okay, I'm showing this person that I'm enjoy being around them, and it's not you know, it's not all the time about sex, but it's just that being in the presence of that person. Like, I want to show you that, you know what I'm saying, I love our conversations, you know, I love being around, I just like the aura, you know? Yeah. And, you know, the physical part, you know, the kissing, the touching, that's just something that is just me, because I am very affectionate. And when I feel like, you know, when I into that person and I love that person, I'm all in. Yeah. So, you know, for me, it's like, if I don't receive it the same way, I'll retreat. But I also would still have that, like, what did I do? Right. Why are they not receiving it the way that I put it out there?
Okay. All right. So you said a mouthful right there. It says it's okay. Monica said it's okay to tell your partner what you want. Sometimes men don't know what we want.
That is true.
That is absolutely true.
100% true.
Hey Sabrina. Hey cuz. How are you? Yeah, it is. I mean, that goes back to, as I will always say, knowing your partner and getting that intimacy with your partner, not sexual intimacy, but intimacy to know.
But you know, like, you can have that type of partner where it don't matter what y'all talking about. It's always a good vibe. Yeah. Like, you know, you can sit on the phone
that's your person.
Hours and hours and hours and just talk about literally nothing. And before you look, you're like, God, we've been on the phone for 3 hours. Go to bed. Like, why are we still on the phone? I mean, you know, but
that also contributes to new love. You know, when you was in high school.
Oh yeah,
you hang up. You hang up.
You know what? Now when I see that, it irks my nerves so bad.
Why does it irk your nerve?
And I think it's because it's just like, it's that new love. It's like, ugh. Like,
oh my God.
Ugh.
Yeah.
You know, like, but get past that.
That's a trauma response, though.
That's a what?
A trauma response.
Yeah. Oh, you hang up. You want some? No, you want some. You want to eat this? No, you eat it. No. Stop.
Because that's what he was getting.
You're making me throw up into my mouth.
Oh, Lord. Let's go back to now touching.
Touching, yeah. What about it?
Are you like when you kiss, do you do the whole, the whole rub down, or is it just like,
no, I do. Me, like I said, I'm more physical and more, like I said, if I'm really into you, if I kiss you, it's gonna be, you're gonna know.
It's passion.
Yeah, it's passionate. It's not, unless it's like, I do the kind of like, hey, how you doing? But if I really, what I'm saying, want to show you or miss you or whatever the case is, hadn't seen you for a while, it's gonna be that. When I kiss you, you're gonna feel it. Like I'm gonna do the whole touch your face, the whole rub down, rub your shoulders, grab around your waist, and that stuff.
Gotcha. Okay.
But it may turn into something else. But ain't that the plan?
All right, now slow down, girl. Just saying. Slow down. James says being physically affectionate is awesome. It is.
Thank you, James. It is.
It is. All right, let me see. Let's jump into something real quick. I had seen this thing, right, where we're gonna jump into what was I gonna say? Dang, it slipped my mind.
I don't know.
It slipped my mind. Dang it. I got this, man. To have bomb ass sex, right? Is it somebody you got to be into? What you think?
Like I said earlier.
I
said I give you a sample.
I
have to really, for me to go 100% out, I have to be into you.
You have to be into that person. What y'all think? Y'all think that you have to be in that person to share that bomb ass amazing ass sex, or could it be?
Says yes.
Okay, but what if that one night stand is bomb? No, I know your answer. You put it on the asterisk, good sex.
Circle. Definitely circle, smiley face, heart, smiley face. With the what you call it, the what is that, the eggplant?
The eggplant, to say that it's real good. Yes. Real good nasty sex.
Says what?
Sex begins with attraction. Attraction through your eyes. Attraction through touch.
No, I would say, of course, like I said, we see first, right?
Right.
It could be a number of things that could attract you to a person. It may not always be, the physical part.
Okay.
It could be the conversation. It could be how the person carries themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That, it may not be the, if it's a guy, it may not be the 10 model that you normally go for.
Right.
It might be someone that's totally out of, totally somebody you wouldn't talk to, but they can hold a conversation. They make you feel good about yourself. They make you, feel wanted, and, that could be something that could be attractive.
Okay. All right. So let's go back to being a little bit nasty.
Tiffany said eyes and mind. You are 100% correct.
Yeah. Eyes and mind.
Yeah.
So quick question first though, but the eyes with the mind, like, does it go with like, yo, damn, he's fuckable?
No, yeah, like you can look, like, we all know that, like, guys do it, girls do it. We can look at a guy and be like, yeah, you don't know what I do, man.
Right.
He definitely can drop them panties for that. But then you have other ones. It's just like you look at him and you be like,
right.
I can't see myself. But then when he starts talking, and especially if they intellectual, you be sitting there like. For me, that's sexy. I'm like, oh, okay.
James said love a person for who they are. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess that's after you find the person you want to.
Right. That kind of goes with, not being the whole physical attraction, but being attracted to
their mind, mentally,
how they carry themselves, that's what that goes back to. So yes, James.
We're gonna switch a little bit. We're gonna ask some question about porn.
Ew.
Porn. Mm-hmm. Is it something you need to do? Need to watch in order to get yourself, or it depends on the person?
I mean, I just watch it for recreational time. I mean,
nah. You watch it for recreation.
Yeah, just if I'm in the mood or something, I might just turn something on and look.
Right. Okay. So have you watched it with the person you were with?
Of course.
Okay. How does that make you feel at the moment?
Man, I watch it.
Let me ask, does it make you feel like you want to be a porn star in that moment?
For that person, yes.
No, obviously for the person. I'm talking about in the moment. Like, of course. You want to get real nasty with that person right now. Like, you want to do it like how the girl does it. And she want to bobble her head like that. And you want to do it the same way too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Monica said it depends on the person. Katie says yes. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So
we're talking about like if you in like if you're in a committed relationship, like that's what we're talking about. If you're in a relationship, or just somebody in general.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You watch porn. You say you watch porn for recreation. Yeah, so I'm asking. So if you watching with a guy that you like and you're not with yet, the titles, all of that's not there yet. Are we watching porn?
No, we're not watching porn.
Okay.
Because I think I would watch.
I'm asking both.
No, I would only watch it with the person that I'm gonna the person I'm seeing.
Okay, so when you watch it recreationally by yourself, it's for somebody that you're planning for to do it with.
Yes.
What if you haven't done it yet?
Well, it don't matter. When it happens, it happens.
And when it happens like that, and if it doesn't happen the way how you saw it going in your head, then what?
I mean, we improvise. You improvise.
You improvise. Monica said, of course you want to try and do that to your partner if he like that. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. I wanna swing from the chandelier because that's what the girl on the porn did. I mean, granted, she's 100 pounds. And
listen, I've been to female strip clubs, and I say this all the time.
Oh, like, wait, hold on. Don't mean to cut you. Tiffany said, only time my husband was allowed to is after I gave birth because I had major complications for a while. So you're saying he can't watch porn without you or with you? Or answer me that question. Is he allowed to watch porn? That's the question. Kaden said, I never did one night stand as I got to see and know what I'm getting into. Okay, that makes sense. Or is it for self-pleasure, sis?
Self-pleasure.
Yeah, self-pleasure.
If I'm not in a relationship with anybody, of course it's self-pleasure.
Hell yeah. Masturbation. It's amazing.
I mean, at the same, it's also safe too. So, and you don't have to have a conversation or see the person afterwards. You just do it. You do it and just go to sleep, right? That's it. No conversation.
Oh, okay. She said once in a while is fine, but not all the time. I get that because then people can be addicted to that. Become addicted to porn. That could be their vice. It's like, it opens the doorways for being like,
I mean,
very sexually.
So
open.
what you said is he allowed to watch it. Yeah, but I if you're gonna watch it, I'd rather us watch it together so I can help you. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't see him watching porn and getting himself off. That's just,
Why not?
What the hell am I here
So let me ask you a question. Do you think he's imagining somebody else? Or do you always imagine the same person when you're masturbating? Hey, that's an honest goddamn question. I'm just saying. Tiffany said he has me all the time, so no need for it. I felt that. But answer the question. Why are we deflecting?
I'm not deflecting.
Answer the question.
I'm reading the comments.
Like, it would make me question why, because I'm right here.
Right.
Yeah,
that makes
sense.
Tiff. Like, if he's watching it, you know what I'm saying? Let's watch it together, because if he's getting himself, why am I here? Like, what's the point?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But what if the same thing, you watching
but can you though?
What, stroke his meat? Yeah. That's basically what he gonna do is get some lotion.
Blowing your nut. Like, okay.
Right.
But what if he doesn't want you? He wants to imagine somebody else. He want to imagine the girl on the porn doing that.
And again, so put her head on my body. Like, I don't understand what the issue is. That's like if he say, yeah, I want to see other people, I'm gonna put on different wigs.
Oh, so switch my wig, make you feel like a cheating.
Right, exactly. Oh, you gonna get Tina? You may get, Serena.
Yeah.
Else.
Okay.
You be like, well, who's this? Who do you want it to be? You can be Becky with the good hair, except for I got those skin pigmentation thing going on.
Okay. I mean, you got blonde hair right now.
All right, you know what I'm saying?
Figure it out. He's just got to figure it out. All right. Oh, this is juicy. What if you want to introduce somebody to the bedroom?
Yo, woo.
Huh. Oh, we don't want to talk about that. We got 10 minutes. I'm just trying to figure out.
We can talk about that.
We're going to talk about it briefly.
But I would say, again, that's a conversation that the two of y'all have to. That's what I was saying that's like Pandora's box.
We can open Pandora's box.
Right, but it's
Tiffany said, hell no, with 3 exclamation points. She said, hell no.
That's okay.
We're not doing that. But why not?
If you do it though, you gotta. It's a lot of variables that can happen with that, right? Mm-hmm. One can be like if y'all do decide to open Pandora's box, right? What if one starts to want it more than the other? Now you can't close
becomes cheating.
Pandora's box, and then we are females. We do get emotional, jealous, whatever you want to call it, and. This is what when I said to your husband, I said we was having this discussion off here. I said to him, it's harder, I think, for a man to close Pandora's box than a female, because a lot of times when it does happen, it's something that the woman, the female will do it because maybe she's interested, but also because it's something he wants.
That's not true.
I said,
more
maybe.
time. Okay.
You understand? And it could be vice versa.
Okay.
Right? But again, once that box is open, it's harder to close it. So you gotta be open, because you gotta remember when you introduce somebody else into the bedroom, right? And that person starts doing stuff that you may not be able to do. You may start
literally, you just told me that you could do it like the porn star. So why not? I'm just baby.
But I know
that's what you just told me.
No, listen, that's all fine and good. I'm not saying I can't.
Okay.
What I'm saying is not every female can, and some females may start feeling jealous.
So then it's not so who would have to introduce that? Is it the woman that's introducing it to the group, or is it the male that's introducing it?
All right, so I had a discussion with a couple of my guy friends, and the response was actually, they all basically said the same thing. If they bring it up, then the woman's going to automatically think that
that's what you want.
That's what you want. You out there doing that. You cheating. Yeah. But if the woman brings it up, it's like, okay, well, if we explore this, they want the woman to find the woman.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. Like they say, no, you find, because if I bring they feel like if I bring somebody to the table, then you're going to be looking at like, oh, so you had your eye on her from before. And it's true.
So
we
it's a jealous rage.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why you pick her?
Yeah.
You understand? Like, how long you know? You know what I'm saying? Like, how long you know her?
But you know what's funny? Because a guy is so great and so ready to be like, yeah, we could get another girl. But what if a girl wants a man? Well, that's a bruise to his ego, ain't it?
It is. Again,
it is an absolute bruise to his ego. It goes
back to what I said. It's jealousy. Females will get jealous. Males will get jealous. Because if a man is doing it better than what you do, and you hearing your woman respond to this other man in ways that she ain't respond to you're gonna be like, wait, hold the hell on now, and vice versa. If a woman starts seeing a man start doing, making noises she ain't never heard him make before, she gonna start going like, hey, hold on a second, what the so you was pretending with me, huh? That's what you was doing. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I said, when you open Pandora's box, you really gotta be open-minded to
the fact that these things can
happen. And a lot of times when it does happen, it's a lot of relationships that wind up breaking up because of it.
Hey, that means your relationship wasn't strong in the first place.
It does mean that. But
it really does mean that.
But at the same time, again, it's Pandora's box. Which is why they said be careful when you open Pandora's box, because it's not easy to close it.
It ain't. So, I mean, this is different types of sexual intercourse.
This really is.
We have wrapped it up for this week, because
we definitely did.
Next week we got to move on to something else, because it's getting a little freaky. All right. So Tiffany says, see, my husband said from the jump, no one is allowed into our relationship. And that's period, because that's something that you talk about. Like, right. That's something you got to, he said, James said, no threesome for me. I felt that, sir. Understood. You got that. Mm-hmm. But my thing is, you got to talk to the person about it. You got to come to a mutual agreement about what is allowed and what is not allowed. Like, but the fact that a lot of women say, no, it's not allowed, and then men go out and do it anyways. Right. That's the messed up part, right? Because you're like, damn, like we already talked about it. You knew you weren't allowed to do this, that, and the third, and then you still end up doing it anyways. So if you wanted to do it, why didn't you just do it with me? A lot of men are going to say they didn't want to do it with you because we already know how you were going to get. So guess what? I'm going to just do it by myself. Cheat.
Right. That's 100% cheating.
Yeah, because now they're like, okay, if I brought it to your attention, you're going to say that's what you always wanted. You've been wanting to be with other women, but if he goes out and cheats, you're going to say the same thing. So I guess it's to make the woman is going to do it so she can say, all right, well, I guess he's doing it with
Tiffany
me.
Said it's an excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Definitely.
Shouldn't be doing that at all. Honestly, they're not. I mean, I'm not going to just blame the guys because women do it too. Mm-hmm. So they just say we do it better. Mm-hmm. That's what they say. But,
it's true. I'm just saying.
What are you saying, ma'am?
We do cheat better than men. It's the truth. Come on now, seriously. Let's just look at it. Mm-hmm. In terms of,
you said men are sloppy,
right? They get when they get away with it, they keep doing it and then they mess up.
Yeah,
and then we find out.
Yeah,
when a woman gets caught, it's usually because she wants to get caught.
She's been doing it too long.
She wants to get caught.
I said, will a woman cheat knowing she have a good man at home?
Will a woman? Again, it goes back to something. Even if it's a good man at home, it depends on something's lacking. Because what's the name of that movie? I think it was Addicted. Remember in the movie, she had a good man at home,
but she was an addict, right?
But you understand what I'm saying? Like that's why I'm going back to her question. Yes, it can happen because different circumstances. It might be, in that movie, she wanted to do other things,
and he was kind of boring.
Kind of boring,
right.
So yeah, it can. You can have a good man at home, and a woman will still go out and do what she's gonna do because something's. Working.
Marsha said no, KK. She will not cheat. Yeah, it's varying.
It varies. Again, every person's different,
right?
So some women won't do it. Other women will.
Right, just like some men will and some men won't.
Will have a good woman at home doing everything that is required and everything, and guess what? They'll still do it. So we're all human. You understand? At the end of the day, the hormones is raging. Again, a lot of times when us women do it, it's because something's lacking somewhere. Okay. Something's going on.
Okay.
That's what I think.
It's 7:58. We are now in the wrapping up stages of it. So we got to wrap up. Oh, no, keep going. Clear the air. Oh, he said clear the air. Oh, okay. Just keep going. Okay. I guess we run into a late show today. All right. So let's continue going. It said a woman cheats because of emotional reasons.
Right. Okay. Again, like I said, there's something missing.
Something's lacking.
Something is lacking in the relationship because, like I said, it could be she may cheat with the guy that she's, thinks is cute at her job because he noticed things that her husband or her boyfriend hasn't noticed. Like, you cut your hair. Oh, you got a new dress. Simple things.
Simple things.
It could be the simplest things that would just be like, wow, he paid attention. He knew I changed my nail color. Like, oh my God, he knows my favorite flower is X, Y,
we keep going. We going, Monica. We going.
What she say?
She said, keep going. Yeah.
We know, what I'm saying? That then we're like, oh shoot, this person is literally paying attention to me. And now you start looking, even though you were looking at him at afar, like, wow, he's really look good and I might want to try that, but you're faithful to the person you have.
Right.
Until
but it'd be that one thing.
It'd be that one thing that just be like, you know what? Hey.
Yeah. Like let's see how far we can go.
Let's see how far we can go.
Yeah, because they're gonna always push.
Right.
A man or a woman that wants you is going to always push a little bit further. She says, so that comes back to, yes, a woman would cheat if you have a good man at home.
Yes, I said that. Yes, of course.
Yes. I guess he wants the clarification.
Yes, that's definitely, it says communication.
I guess he's not joining us in the studio. He asking questions over there. So Tiffany says, communication and comprehension is very important to have in your relationship. If you need something, you need to say it and give your partner the chance to change it. Okay, but Tiffany, what if you've been telling and there's no change? Or there's no change in her? Then what? Then what? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it always.
How long are we gonna keep doing the same things over and over for them to not have any effects?
So then you would. Then the other question is, okay, instead of you stepping out, right? Why don't you just leave? Because if you telling this person, hey, listen, this is what's going on.
Okay, but a marriage doesn't end so easy just because.
No. Yeah, marriage wise, yes, you guys got to figure that out. But I'm talking like a relationship wise. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, I keep telling you what you're doing, and I need you to change it, and you don't. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you what I need, and you're still not delivering on it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm at this point, I'm tired of talking.
Right.
No. So why not just leave? Like, I'm telling you, you don't change, this is gonna happen.
Right. So Tiffany said, if they don't change and you stay, then you know the outcome.
Right.
That's true, because you're going to keep playing in your face.
Right.
And we're not about to do that. You ain't going to play in my face. But
leave.
a lot, you know why certain things, why people don't leave? Because people always put themselves in a bind. And why I'm saying this is, like, you're in a relationship, you start putting bills in names, doing shit that wife and husband should do, but you want to do that as relationship people. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you want to put your best foot forward trying to help somebody out. Then you realize that if they do leave, you can't do anything by yourself.
Right.
Or if you decide to leave, they can't do anything by themselves. So you stay because of dependency. Yeah, you see, they are comfortable. Right. Yeah, and then Marsha said the grass is not always green on the other side. It's really not.
Well, and then once you get on the other side, and you realize, oh crap, I effed up. It's
because it's like what do I do now? What's her name? Tia Mowry. Right. She left her. She and her husband got a divorce. We don't know the circumstances, and we're not here to speculate. But she says now that she's out there, the dating pool is full of piss and shit, because it is. So she leaves her husband, and people's like, well, girl, you need to run home to your husband because ain't nothing out here. But what if she doesn't want to do that anymore? She wants to come to a place where she's comfortable in her life, not having to depend on anybody.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So for her, she felt like that was her way out. After being married for like damn near 20 years, she just felt like that was her out. It was for her to go. So going back to where Marsha is saying it's not always green on the other side, for her, she's going through the motions of dating, and she says she don't really like it. You know what I'm saying? But people on the outside that's already single knew that.
But like, even for me, coming out of a situationship, I won't even call it a relationship, but somebody I dealt with for 25 years, now being back in the day, it's scary. I can vouch for that. It is, because I'm old school, and what's out there now, they don't exchange numbers anymore. Now it's Instagram. It's nobody wants to take time to actually have a conversation and get to know people. It's more like, okay, we're gonna go out and then we're gonna sleep together, and now we're going out. It's not.
Oh, some people just don't even. Some people don't even want to go out.
Right.
They go on Tinder.
Right. Exactly.
I hear Tinder's running a $499 a month.
Oh well, good
campaign.
Okay.
Seems like.
Well, I mean, hey, what,
okay,
whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Like, so I can agree and say that it's scary, because when you've been with somebody so long, and then it's like now you got to start all over again. It's almost like you're applying for another job. Now you got to sit there and go through all these applications, the interview and all of that, these interviews to find one, and it's just like, do I really want to do this?
Right. But then do you run back? Hell no.
In my case, no.
No, hell no.
You know, they say when hell freezes over or when pigs fly. Well, until both those two things happen,
I don't think that's going to happen. So,
well, yeah, no.
Yeah, no. I felt that.
I'd rather swim the whole entire ocean than to.
Oh, I'd rather mop it. But then that's okay too.
Whatever.
Monica
I'll take
said
a sponge and try to soak it up with the sponge.
Monica said fear of being alone is also a reason people don't leave, and that's true too.
It is
because you're so comfortable with that person. You'd rather be abused than to go with somebody else,
right?
Or to just be by yourself.
I can say that.
Yeah. I can say that. And then also, when you do leave, it's the fear of sitting there and just trying to try everyone else, which is not like, it's not wholesome. Like you said, the singleness is real. Like, you're like, dang, like, it's lonely.
It is. Like, you know, and I guess it also depends on the individual, like myself. Like, you know, I get through those, I have these moments where it's like, dang, I prefer to be in a relationship, you know.
Marsha said that's a long ass situation. Hey,
I prefer to be in a relationship than not in a relationship, you know. So sometimes I'm like, dang, man, I wish I was, you know, I really had somebody with me. And then there's other times when I'm just like, you know what,
I mean, I
don't want nobody.
Honestly, after coming out of this long ass situation, sometimes we just need to be by ourselves.
Yeah, that and you know something, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that because, you know, it being in that type of relationship, it made me, you know, step back and look at everything that transpired through the 25 years and what everybody else saw that I didn't see. So, you know, I'm learning from you know, that relationship to, you know, what is it about myself that apparently attracted me to that type of situation, right? So yeah, it is, you know, it's nice to be you should be by yourself.
Right. Tiffany said the issue is when people get married, it's because they need that person. We don't need anyone. We want them, but never need. When you learn that, you will always be okay.
Yeah.
No, but honestly, the people that I've seen like starting to get together, it's because he's a good man, Savannah. He got a great job, Savannah. Yeah. But it's never like, do you really love this person? Do you? And I feel like that's where most of our parents were. They are pushed into this traditional sense of being married, and because the person has a great job, the person is loving, you know, like you could see them being a great father or a great mother, but it's never this, right? It's never about love. It's like you can grow to love the person. My family has it
like this. I have like an aunt that, you know, every time I talk to her, she says to me, "Oh, you're not getting young. You know, you're not a spring chicken." And I'm just like, I'm not going to marry somebody just to have somebody. Like, if I'm going to marry a person, I want that person to be just as in love with me as I am with them. Right. I feel like a lot of people like you said, get pressure into getting married because it's what their parents did. It's like, what's supposed to happen? You're supposed to get married. You're supposed to do this. But that's not always the case.
Right.
And, you know, just because society says that, you know, you're supposed to get married doesn't mean that you have to do it.
You don't have to do anything. I was talking to somebody the other day and they said that they don't know after however amount of years if they want to marry the person or they do. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Yeah, but, you know, I'm okay with having like Oprah and Stedman type of relationship. I'm okay with that. You know,
I don't know what type of relationship
Oprah and Stedman been together for decades. They're not married at all. Okay. They are not married at all. You know, I'm okay with that. You know, if we both agree that, you know, the marriage thing isn't what it is.
Yeah, but she could be beating him at night. I don't know. She could be beating him at night. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
We don't really know.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. I'm okay. I don't want with that. I don't want anybody's type of love. I want my own definition of love.
Right. But, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know what type of love they have. You understand what I'm saying? We don't know. Right. We just know that sometimes when Oprah steps out, you know, sometimes that he's right beside her, you know, but everybody knows they've been together for decades and they're not married. Right.
I seen this thing where, since we're into marriage, I see this thing where Cameron Diaz was saying, she think we need to start normalizing couples having different rooms or different houses, because, you know, Cheryl Lee Ralph, the Jamaican actress, mom from Moesha, stepmom from Moesha D, she has a husband, and they've been married for quite a while, but he lives in like Pennsylvania or something like that, and she lives in LA. And they're starting to decide that they're going to merge themselves together in LA after being married for like probably like 10, 11, 12 years. But she's deciding that now they want to put it together. Like, and so I never knew she was married.
I didn't know she was married.
I just thought she had an ex-husband. I knew she was married before and she had the 2 kids, but you know, like, so people are saying like, let's normalize having space. So what y'all think about that? Like, I think people should have space in relationships. Like, you know, I think somebody was saying that they want to have like, if we're not speaking right now, you should have a different room and I should have a different room, and you know, like your own space. Well, to think about it.
If you got a house together, whatever the case is, like a lot of times, you know, men have what they call men caves. Okay. You know, that's their space where they go and do whatever it is they do down there. You know, I'm, you know, on, you know, everyone does need space. You need, you do need that time alone. But I don't think you need a whole house to get your space. That I don't think.
I don't know. That's white people stuff. I don't know. Kaden said sometimes persons stay because they don't want to start over.
This is true.
That is true. But at what risk though? To hate yourself, hate the person that you're with, not hate. I mean, you know, like.
But like, you know, and you know, like it goes back to what they said earlier about, you know, comfortability, because you know I had a conversation with my ex, and he was telling me that, you know, you could be with somebody, like be married to them, and you know y'all have that disconnect, but there's still something that you like about that person, so you stay. You know, whether it be how they take care of the kids or how they take care of the household or whatever. Yeah, you may not, you know, be 100% sexually attracted to them anymore or whatever the case is, but there's still something, you know, about them that you don't want to let go. Like you don't want to leave because, you know, there's something that's keeping you.
Yeah. Sabrina
I couldn't agree with that, but okay.
Sabrina says space is healthy. She have a traveling husband, and honestly, I don't think that's why. Honestly, I think that's why we work. Sometimes he travels too much, but I still like it. So she gets
so she gets her alone. So she gets her time, and then,
she gets her space.
Yeah, he gets his space. And then they come together.
They come together.
That's
the family.
I'm 100% with you on that one, Sabrina. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
And then so Katie Ann says being single will make you know yourself and know what you're looking for and for what you need. I understand that. I get that completely. Like. Doing an introspective dive into yourself, saying, okay, for my next relationship,
I know that this is not what I want. This is, I deserve this. You know, I didn't get this in my last relationship, and this is what I'm not going to accept. And you got to stand on it. That's it.
Monica said marriage is through thick and thin. That means staying together when you can't stand them at that moment. Hell yeah.
That's true. That's what I say. We ain't getting separate houses, but you know, you can go in another room if you want to.
Right. But then and it better not be for too long.
Right.
Because we're not doing all of that.
Day or two, get yourself together, but we're gonna come back somewhere.
Marriage is hard work though. Very hard. Girl, that's a whole nother time and a whole nother topic, Serena. I promise you, marriage is hard work. We got to get into it because we gotta get into it. Marriage is hard, and we definitely need to talk about that because we gotta when we hit it, we gotta hit from the traditional sense to the non-traditional sense. It's just like nobody prepared us to be married. I feel like nobody told us about marriage being hard and not every day you will keep that person. Honestly, yeah. But that's a different story, and we gonna wrap it up. We gonna hit on marriage next week because it seems like our married folks want to talk about some stuff, and we need to talk about some stuff. All right. And as always, we want to thank you for joining us. Each and everyone that has something to say tonight, thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, thank you for being here overall. We've had great conversations in the last couple of weeks, and we look forward to having more great conversations with you. This has been fun.
Yeah,
to say the least, right?
Yes, definitely
it has been fun. Thank you to everybody that contributed Speaking their minds. Thank you, all the time. Katie Ann, Sabrina, Tiffany, Monica, James. Thank you. Monique, it's never too late. Carisha, shout out to all of y'all. Thank you so much for being on here with us. I will tell him you said hello, Tiff. All right. Love you too. All right. Peace and love, guys.
Peace.
Don't forget to share, like, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend that we back next week. Stay safe.
Happy holidays.